Oh, hello there, how are you? Good to see you this Monday. Welcome to my reflection. Well, as you probably know, I've been talking about the apostles, and today I want to share with you a little bit about St. Andrew. Now, Andrew is known as Peter's brother, and it's because he was a Christian apostle and older than Peter. According to the New Testament, Andrew was born in the village of Bethsaida on the Sea of Galilee during the early 1st century. And much like his younger brother, Simon Peter, Andrew was also a fisherman. Andrew and Peter had a fishing business that they worked together. Now, Andrew means, his name means strong. So people tend to think Andrew is probably a strong man, known for having good social skills. In the Gospel of Matthew, we see Jesus walking alongside the Sea of Galilee, and he saw Andrew and Peter fishing. It's then he asked the two of them to become his disciples. And he says, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." In the Gospel of Luke, Andrew is not initially named. It describes Jesus using a boat believed to be a boat owned by Simon Peter and by Andrew. And in this boat, Jesus preached to the multitudes, and he caught a large catch of fish. Well, later on in Luke, it mentions Simon was not the only fisherman on the boat. So we tend to assume that it was Andrew who was with him as well. Now, Andrew was known for being a disciple of John the Baptist before he becomes a disciple of Jesus. Now, we learn that in the Gospel of John. The Gospel of John tells us that John the Baptist says to Andrew, "Behold, the Lamb of God." And Andrew then makes a decision to leave John and follow Jesus. We know that Andrew brings people to Jesus. Andrew is one of the closer disciples to Jesus. It's he who told Jesus about the boy with the fish and the loaves in John 6. And when Philip wanted to speak to Jesus about Greeks seeing him, he first spoke to Andrew about it. We also know that Andrew was present at the Last Supper. Now, from here, really, we move to Christian tradition, what we know about the story of Andrew after the resurrection. The tradition tells us that Andrew went to preach the good news around the shores of the Black Sea and throughout what is now Greece and Turkey. We also know that Andrew was martyred by crucifixion at Patras. He was bound rather than nailed to the cross. And it's described in Acts of Andrew that he was crucified on a cross known as a crux duxata. This was an X-shaped cross, not a cross that we know. And strangely, we have the flag of St. Andrew, which is there. And you can see the cross. That's actually the Scottish flag. And St. Andrew is known for being the patron saint of Scotland. Andrew was a disciple, an apostle, who was committed to Jesus, committed to telling people about the risen Christ, committed to giving his life for sharing his story. We know Andrew is venerated in Scotland because of what he has done, because of the message he has sent. He is commonly portrayed as an older man with white hair, and often he's holding a gospel scroll. Andrew, the fisherman, the one who sought out Jesus, the one who called his friend, called his brother, "Come and see Jesus, the Son of God." Friends, as you go through this week, as you engage in your day-to-day activities, know that Andrew was a follower of Jesus who was committed, who was secure, and ultimately gave his life. Friends, may you know the love of God this week, and may you be inspired by someone like St. Andrew to commit, to love, and to live. God bless.